see you! Big fucking day! I can get to work on time. Hello!
I envy things that I'm not.
Welcome to the Atrioc broadcast here on June 2nd, 2025. We're in June already? Arbor, MS, Silly Goose, Survivor, Holy Pangolin, Radano, Chaos Carson, J Flyer, K Plow, Starship City. Good to see you. 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 AP Try 3. Nice shirt, so you come here often. Are you hitting on me? This early into stream, you're hitting on me? Just because I'm showing a little skin? I had to wear a shirt like that when I was an extra in Guys and Dolls in high school. Well, you've come at the right time because I'm doing a live performance of Guys and Dolls. It's a one-man show. I'll be both the guys and the dolls. How many, dude, really? That's the question you have? How many bites to the center of a glizzy? Any hoot. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Excited to talk about, specifically the Ukraine stuff today. It's kind of insane. That's what I want to talk about the most, but there's a lot to talk about. Happy, Pride Month to America's #1 ally. That's me. Guaka, thank you for the 18 months. Parziva, thank you for the prime. Cheeker, thank you for the prime. Tone Delicious X, thank you for the 7. Comrade Jaeger, thank you for the 21 months. Electrics, thank you for the 56. Happy 56, Big A. Thanks for the good times and the bad times, I assume. Did you see Canada's first minister meeting? Honestly, no. Fucking no, dude. I like Canadian politics the way I like my coffee. Not at all. Let's see. Let me check in on the Canadian minister meeting. No, I mean I'm sure it's interesting. Was it interesting? Did they talk about anything important? Here's what we found out. Canada to expedite nation-building projects to counter Trump. That's the takeaway. They're pushing legislation that fast-track ambitious national projects to boost Canada's economy now faced with Donald Trump's tariffs. This is the best meeting we've had in 10 years, said Doug Ford. I mean, cool. Yeah, well, I mean, good for them. You know, you got to do it. Canadian moose parades getting fast-tracked. Hey, listen, that'll boost the economy too. Come on, moose parades. I'm not a Canadian, but if I was and I saw a proud moose marching down the street, I think I would salute. I would stand with pride. I would stand a little taller. Hey, Big A. Mainly a VOD frog here. I notice you have a lot of welders / tradesmen in your chat. Have you noticed people going in the trades a bigger trend? How did you notice that I have a lot of welders and tradesmen in my chat? How many of you in my chat are welders? I'm not sure any of them have jobs. Somehow every time I do a job stream, they all have jobs and they all seem really nice. But in between, it all feels like they don't have jobs. In between, it all feels like they're Discord kittens. I weld. Well, I do think, I mean, I don't know. I've noticed it with my stream people, but I've noticed in general, just from reading, that there's a larger group of Gen Z, especially men, who have decided, fuck college, I'm going into the trades. And they might not even be wrong, dude. That's the thing. They might not even be wrong. I think people who are younger are more and more looking at college with wary eyes. Not that it's impossible, not that nobody will do it, not that it's just that, like, they're way more skeptical of, like, the purported benefits because they probably have older brothers or sisters or family who have gotten a degree and that are stuck with student loan debts and can't find a job in the field they want anyway. You know, so they're like, this might be a scam. I think I listen, it's a complex decision, but I think that's true that more people are seeing it. But also, my understanding is this, and you can tell me I'm wrong if somebody's in the trades and knows more, but it's not like it's a free golden ticket. Like, it's hard. It's hard work. Shit's hard. And like, some people think like, oh, I'll just do that and it'll be fucking easy clap. Like, no, there's some difficulty to it. Not that you can't, like, yeah, I think if you're able to get your own plumbing business locally, you can make fat stacks, but it's not like it's the easiest thing in the world. I feel like trades are always useful. I can't see AI fixing someone's clogged up pipes from pouring grease down the drain. It is unfortunate that the greatest minds of our generation have been working on creating an AI that takes away our ability to write and read, but does not handle the problems of cleaning the pipes or the jobs that humans kind of don't want to do. I know a guy who's flipped 3 plumbing companies I know a guy who's flipped 3 plumbing companies to investors. Dude's a millionaire, but lives in a house he made out of 2 sheds put together. Sigma. That's badass. That's fucking awesome. Stay humble, stay hungry. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I feel like he's a little bit tacky with the second shed. You know what I'm saying? As a streamer, I live in a single shed to show how man of the people I am. But he's mashing 2 sheds together like a fucking rich ass coastal elite. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Look at me with my second shed, bro. Listen, me and Asmongold live in a single shed. I need to turn on the air. It's hot. Ba-ba-da. No, not coke, not cocaine. No, not cocaine. I do have a gaming chair now. Okay, by the way. Take a look at it. Make fun of it if you must. I have a gaming chair. Yes, indeed. It's a fucking DX Racer type beat. Two things before you get on your high horses. Before all of you who are probably spine twisted on the edge of your single fucking twin mattress on the floor of your bedroom. Before you get mad at me for my chair, I got this chair for free. And my other chair, I broke. So, do you understand? This chair's free. It was given to me for free. How am I gonna turn down free? Free $99? That's the best price. And it came with this. It's a magnetic neck pillow. I feel a little silly with it, but you know, if I'm ever vibing, I can put it on. If we're ever deep in a Get Smarter Saturday react, I can put in the neck pillow. Did the Herman Miller have that? No, it did not. Interesting that the fine folks at Herman Miller couldn't think to include a magnetic neck pillow. Lumbar support POG. Yeah, how far does it recline? You're just trying to get me to fall backwards. You think I was born yesterday, bro? No, I'm not going to fucking max out the recline. Herman Miller was selling chair as a service. Oh, it has a long warranty. It's true. But the thing is, I think what they rely on is what a pain in the ass it is to mail a chair. For me to like pack up and mail a chair back is just a fucking pain in the ass. There's a mustard stain on my shirt. Wait, really? Where? Oh, there is like a stain. There's a stain on my shirt. Oh. Fuck! It's not mustard. You guys are saying mustard. It's not mustard. It's probably like, what did I have? I had Korean tacos. Maybe it's like kimchi or sauce or something. Okay, well, I will change my shirt. And you guys can spend the whole time making up the stupidest fucking names. You can say glizzy mustard. You can say whatever. And I will change the shirts. Be right back. Just because I don't want to wear this shirt with a big old mustard stain on it. Ba, ba, da, ba, 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 ba. I will shine bright. Hey, hey. Ba, 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 ba. Ba. Da, 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 da. The Dijon Dimwit. That's what you guys came up with? That's not very nice, right? That's not. Brand Dijon. That's kind of good, I guess. Hey, while we're in the opening part of the stream, when I could just talk about whatever before you guys crack the whip, you know, and you guys really do crack the whip. I feel like I'm one of the most oppressed streamers there is. Brother, I had a good game of basketball on Sunday. I feel like I think one of the most satisfying things in life is to practice something and slowly get better at it. I think it's one of the most satisfying things in life. Just to week in, week out, put a little bit of work in and see improvement. It's awesome. That's like, it makes my whole day. Bro was probably 17% from three. I want you to know that if you play in our games, which are a bunch of like content creator and content creator adjacent people in LA on a hot day outdoors, and you can do 17% from three, you would break our games. you would be the fucking LeBron James of our games. You would be an unstoppable demon, number one draft pick. Okay? You get dusted by Hassan. Listen, I love playing basketball with Hassan. I think he's really fun to play basketball with. However, for a socialist, he doesn't really share the means of point production. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Bit of a ball hog. And gets a little bit frustrated when he drives and doesn't make it to the rim over and over and over and over and over again. But I am just personally on my own journey. Okay, I'm not comparing myself to anyone else. I am just on my own journey, and I'm just getting picked earlier in the drafts, and I'm playing better, and it's fun. I just like it's like a video game. It's exactly like grinding the ladder in TFT or Age of Empires. It's like a video game, dude. You just put some work in, you get a little bit better, you see improvement, you feel good. It's the fucking virtuous cycle of life that makes you feel like, hey, it's a good reason I'm not dead. It makes you happy to be alive on Earth, doing something, having a goal and motivation and moving. Except it doesn't cost health. Yeah, and for the first time, it's imagine if Asmongold turned out to be a modern day white Larry Bird. I added the white part. Yeah, that'd be great. I would, I would love to play basketball with Asmongold. I'd love I think it'd be awesome, dude. I want to see him fucking cook it out there. Um, and when you lose, it's your teammate's fault. So I'm a glue guy. What I do is anytime one of my teammates misses a shot, I go, brick! Should have given the ball to me, chump. And that way I motivate them to work harder. Okay? I motivate them to like put their best foot forward. Assert dominance, yeah. Air ball! And then when I miss, I go, fucking wind. Fuck with the sun. To do the fucking sun. Why do we play on this court? With a double rim? Well, one thing I do, if I ever do air ball, I go, that's a pass. So if you shoot and you totally airball, I'm like, that's a pass. You should have been, that's a pass. That's a little basketball humor. I'm sorry doubting you in AoE. I lost half my channel points. Yeah, dude. What the fuck? That was an awesome comeback. And I had doubters cheering for my downfall. That game was awesome. God, that was fun. That was some of the most fun I've had multiplayer gaming in a minute. Just a good old-fashioned classic sloppy RTS game between two noobs. Just gritty. Just a gritty, tough match between two fucking... I love that shit. That's fucking crack. Sometimes I doubt but hope you win. That is the doubter's downfall, okay? The doubter's downfall is that when you chant, I was here at the end, it doesn't hit the same with a 2 next to your name. You know? It's called hedging, and it's not, you lose the heart of it. Stream earlier? I'm trying to, actually. I'm trying to stream earlier. So, couple things I want to talk about before I get into all the content. Couple things I want to talk about is like what I'm thinking of for what I want to do to make my whole shit better. I went live 5:30 one time last week, and I'm going to try to do it 2 times this week. 5:30 is my time that I think would be best. Oh, my mic is kind of quiet. Wait, why is my mic so quiet? Testing. Hello, is this better? A little more, put a little bass in the voice. Don't lie. No, but here's the thing. So one thing I'm saying right now, I don't stream on Sundays, as you well know. I am adding Wednesdays to that. Sorry, but I didn't stream on it. I always skip anyway. I'm skipping Wednesdays and Sundays because I can't. This is the podcast, dude. It's not. I can't. It's a bad stream. We're doing the podcast plus bonus shit plus whatever, and I am really recognizing that it's important for me to try my best to have, ideally. I don't even want to say it yet. Part-time streamer. This is what you know. You know what actually put me over the line is I found out that Northern Lion doesn't stream weekends. I found out that NL streams only Monday through Friday, and so I'm like, I should just take 2 days off too. Okay, I should take 2 days off too. He has a child. I have an addiction to Age of Empires. That's more important. Okay? Plus, I have probably 10 kids I haven't told you guys about. But no, the real reason is because I want to work hours of my day, not just reading, which does, I count that as working, but like it doesn't make progress in things that I want. I spend a lot of time reading, but it's like maybe I'll get a cool clip out of something I read, but I don't. What I want to do is work hours of my day on YouTube. That's what I want to do. I've realized that I get the happiest when I make a good YouTube video. That's the most satisfying thing. Honestly, I'm going to say it. That Reddit recap, the last one specifically, killed my motivation for just streaming. It was so bad. It was so bad that I was like, what is the fucking point? And I was thinking about what I really like out of content. And it's when I like put my thoughts together in a way that I feel happy with and I make a contained YouTube video about it. So I am doing a Squeaks Lab, by the way. Squeaks and I are going to play, what are we going to play? He asked me something. Squeaks. What did he say? Oh, he wants to play Mario 64 Squid Games mod. Fine. He wants to play the Mario 64 Squid Game mod. So for sure. Listen, I want to do more stuff that is like, honestly, an idea for YouTube. And then on days, listen, here's the thing. I'm just gonna say what I'm thinking. All right, you gotta deal with it. This is like the worst audience to tell it to because the audience that like would be hurt by it. That's the truth. It's like, if my day was I worked 2 to 3 hours offline on YouTube, and then I did a stream where it was like hour and a half of yap, watch a fucking X-Files. That's a perfect day to me. That's what I want to be doing on most days, and then have a marketing Monday. If I have a marketing Monday, I basically want Tuesday to Friday to just be yap, maybe a game of Age of Empires, maybe React, maybe X-Files. That's it. That's all. I don't want those. I want those days to be mostly about working offline. That's what I want. That's where my head's at. Because I want to make progress on some bigger things. And just to say, today, like a few hours ago, we had a big meeting with a big guest. And I think we're about to get possibly one of the coolest guests I could ever possibly get. Can't say it yet, but it's so close to being confirmed. And I'm very excited. And I'm trying to like, I think I've slowed down on the stuff that I really like kind of ever since that Tesla video popped off. Just because I don't know. I don't know. I got like writer's block or something. But that's what I want to do. I want to like put my thoughts together in a 30-minute video or something, explain it, and then I can spend the rest of the week not stressing so much about whatever. So that's just, it's not even a big update. That's just what I've been, and I'm still thinking through it, but I just want to, that's what I want. Basically, I just want to cover anything I think is super interesting or pressing and then not sit around. If I don't have more stuff to say, then I end. It's like more of a podcast than like whatever. Or, wait. I forgot. I remember. This is what I was trying to say. This could actually be better for the live stream. And this is why. I think I've been trying to balance like, well, I want my stream to do better. I better do things that get viewership on stream. And I want my YouTube to do better. I better do things like that. What I'm realizing is as long as I get my news coverage and clip out of the day, then I can do whatever the fuck I want live. I can literally sink into my chair and play Age of Empires 2. So I am now actually more free. I'm actually more free. So what I'm realizing is I can really do whatever the fuck I want. We can watch whatever the fuck we want. We can do whatever. I don't have to care at all. But I do want to cover the things I'm interested in. And that way I can enjoy myself on stream and get progress on what I want. Who told you couldn't do that? Nobody told me I couldn't do that. It's more like my personal, I don't know, whatever. I'm just realizing what is exactly I want. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Thank you for the subs, by the way. Thank you, Tasty Milkshake. Tasty Milkshake. What a name. Evan Gow. Thank you for the 48 months. 4 years. My life has genuinely improved after meeting you, Atrioc. I'm not kidding. Wait, this is really nice. Wait, when did Evan Gow get so kind? Who's taking your account? Dude, didn't like 3 days ago you make a video? You're just trying to get me to go to Spain, bro. Anyway, that's very kind of you, Evan Gow. It is funny that I consider myself, actually friends with like Evan and Houdat, and that's fucking strange when you think about how it all started. I think they could crash in my place if they were in. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. I think that's wild. I thought all subs could crash your place. Yeah, well, I am close personal friends with every one of my viewers, and they can all stay here. So, smiley face. It's a big sleepover, and we're all invited. What else did I want to say? Dude, there's so much I want to say. I feel like I was on a roll. Well, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to play a little AoE today for sure after I've done talking about everything I want to talk about. And I'm going to tell you that I hit some serious writer's block on this presentation. And it's called, I'll just tell you what it's called. Fuck it. It's called Weird/Funny Recession Indicators. And it's meant to be a non-serious economics video about how everyone is calling everything a recession indicator. You know, including like Houdat calling Ludwig videos recession indicator. Anyway, I have like 50 things, and I think it's kind of funny, but then it is kind of serious, and then I didn't know how to finish it, so I just fucking noodled on it. But I think it's a good video if I can just finish it. Give us the doc, we will finish it. I'm not so sure you guys could do that. Make your own indicator? I did. I made a couple. In Ireland, there's been a ton more ads about selling old jewelry, gold at pawn shops. That's probably not a recession indicator. That's a gold price indicator. Gold pawning shops make their money when the gold price is high. They can get a big gap between what they'll pay you and what they can melt it down and sell to the market. And so when gold price is high, which it is right now, it's like astronomically high, you're going to see more ads for gold trade-ins. By the way, I mean, goddamn, it is high. Yeah, and why is gold high? Well, if you want to know, I mean, the reason gold is high is actually pretty complicated. It's not just a recession thing. The reason gold is high is because it smokes a lot of weed. I mean, I already made a clip about this, so it's kind of a waste to do it again, but I'll tell you the big idea that made me start buying in gold a year ago, which is that this actually segue perfectly. This will segue perfectly. So in 2021, maybe 2022, in like 22 or 1, Europe and the U.S. confiscated all of Russia's foreign dollar reserves. And upon doing that, they then debated actually taking them, seizing them. Right now they're just held. No one's taken them. They're just held. But the interest they make is then taken and is now used to fund the war effort against 2022 Russia. Anyway, this is actually a pretty big deal because this had not been done before. This idea of seizing a country's foreign dollar reserves. And once they did it, it sort of crossed a big line that meant every central bank that is not America sort of collectively realized at once that they needed to be less dependent on the dollar. They needed to have something else in their reserves than dollars, because if they ever got on the wrong side of the US, it could weaponize the dollar against them. And so what you saw after this moment, and this is like predicted, that it happened, after this moment is that on net, central banks around the world started to, with their net marginal dollar, buy more gold. The biggest example would be like China. China used to recycle all its, like, let's say it's USA, China, right? We give them dollars, they give us goods. And so we end up with a lot of Chinese goods, and they end up with a lot of American dollars. And what they used to do is take those dollars and recycle them back in the system by buying American treasuries. They don't do that anymore. Now they take those dollars and they buy gold. And so central bank purchases of gold since 2022 specifically have spiked. They've skyrocketed. They're buying tons and tons and tons more gold than they used to. And so that was part of the thesis. There's more than that, but that's part of the thesis, is that there's a gigantic price insensitive buyer, which is governments. They don't care what price the gold is. They just buy it. They just have dollars, will buy. And they are all buying tons more gold every cycle than they used to. And I have a video of this from exactly a year ago where I said this exact thing, and it worked out. It's probably the fucking second best financial call I ever made, because gold's up 40% and I put 15% of my wealth in it. Hey, Atrioc, huge YouTube frog. Love the big A, Lil A YouTube channels. Well, just to be clear, Lil A is not affiliated with me, nor is Coffee Cow, nor is like biggest A reacts, nor is like the fucking 700 other ones that are all yoinking my content. There's a lot of them, and they just kind of clip, ship, and rip. We made a rule that it's not supposed to be anything within the past month. Some of them are still doing it, so we're going to have to copyright strike them, but I'm kind of lazy, so I'm trying to figure out how I can delegate that. What about Accomplished Productions? I would never copyright strike Accomplished Productions, because that's not clipping and shipping. That is entirely new, custom edited content. They're great. I saw your stream from a few days ago. I'm an OTR truck driver. We're happy to talk about the industry of industry. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, on the jobs day, I'd love to talk to you. I saw you raw dogging that build order, AoE 2 scrub. All right, no need for the no need for that energy. I'm working on it. I'm getting better. My castle time's coming down. What's wrong with taking content, reformatting it into clips you won't be using? Well, that's the thing, is they don't wait for that. They don't wait for that. They often use things that we will be using, that we're working on right then, and they do it like an hour before, 2 hours before. Are you reacting to double? Oh, dude, yes. Wait, check this out. 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 Check this shit out, dude. Where is it? Is it here? IOI. Check this shit out. Boom, baby. Join us for the first ever IOI showcase on June 6th. That's in 4 days. They're going to show more Hitman stuff. They're going to show some weird game called Mind's Eye. And then they're going to show the James Bond First Light. This is fucking sick. I gotta notify. Yeah, it's at 6 p.m. That means it's during my stream. I'm gonna watch it live on stream. We're gonna see all their new shit. It's gonna be exciting. Dude, I hope it's good, man. Here's the thing, and this is gonna sound stupid and it's gonna sound wrong, but I feel like I can tell within 30 seconds of actual gameplay footage if it's gonna be good or not. I feel like if I could just see 30 seconds of how the game plays, the James Bond game, I'm gonna know if it's good or not. And if it is good, I'm gonna be so excited because I could speedrun it. I could. It's the first look though, so we don't know what we're gonna see. We don't know what we're gonna see, but I think it could be fucking awesome. What if it's just Hitman? That would be fucking awesome. If the James Bond game is just Hitman 4 with a different skin, I would lose my mind. That would be so awesome. Pretty hard to mess up James Bond. I mean, didn't like everybody other than GoldenEye mess up James Bond? Hasn't James Bond been messed up in video games like 12 times? Nightfire? I did like Nightfire. But did I like Nightfire or did I like getting 3 friends and playing a fun split screen FPS till the break of dawn? Think of that. Think of that. Did I really love Nightfire or did I like friendship? Did I like eating pizza rolls with my friends? Well, like, you know what I'm saying? Is that... they can't even not screw up the movies half the time? I mean, I generally like James Bond movies, but yeah, I feel like the last couple were kind of stinkers. It just feels like, man, Casino Royale was such a beautiful movie. Probably the best Bond movie. And then they never quite recaptured that magic. Casino Royale is such a fucking heater. Quantum of Solace is indefensible. Dude, the problem with Quantum of Solace is that the entire plot of the movie is that the villain wants to get 13% of Bolivia's water rights to raise the price 4%. It's like, sure. I mean, that's not even as bad as Nestle in real life. That's such a minor crime. That's like nothing. That's such a, you can't do better than that. That's the Bond villain. You know, most Bond villains like want to shoot a space laser and blow up the, Are you ignoring the cool desert base? I'm not ignoring it, but I don't know if that makes the movie. There's a base covered in solar panels in the desert. Bond blows it up because he hates green energy. They should hire you as the next Bond villain? Maybe they should. Maybe they should. Okay? What if they make a whole thing about... I mean, in 1997, they did Tomorrow Never Dies, where the Bond villain was the media. The fake news media. I'm not even kidding. That was the villain of Tomorrow Never Dies. And what if they did one now where it was like the streamer industrial complex is the villain? It would play with boomers. What if he goes around and kills influencers? Did you watch Mission Impossible 8? Yes, I did. My Mission Impossible 8 review, the more time that has passed that I've seen it, since I've seen it, is that it sucked. I was like, I'm so Mission Impossible pilled that when I saw it, I was like, well, it's okay. And I came out and I was like conflicted. But the more the time passed, I was like, that sucked. The stunts were incredible, and I stand by that. The submarine stunt and the plane stunt were incredible, and I won't ever knock Tom Cruise's fucking gumption and gusto. I won't knock it. Can't knock it. Can't knock the hustle. But man, especially the first 90 minutes is so many flashbacks, callbacks, and plot explanations direct to camera. just people looking right in the camera and telling you, oh, this guy's got to do this because of this. It's like they expect you to be on your phone the whole time and not paying attention. It really has so much exposition. Like, yeah, they have flashbacks of things that had flashbacks minutes ago. It's like wild. I mean, it's like truly wild. So that was just bad. And then because it's the last movie, every character has to have like an emotional send-off, which really slows the pace down. So like, you know, every 15 minutes, someone will have like the music get slow and they give an inspiring speech. And it just got bad. It just got bad. It was a stinker, I think. Compared to like what I think is the best Mission Impossible, which is Fallout, where Henry Cavill is hot and evil. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know all this exposition about how the AI villain is. There's just Henry Cavill, and he's like, I'm hot and I'm strong and I'm evil. And then you get that. And then Tom Cruise is like, I'm the good guy. And then the movie crackles along very, very fast paced. He shotguns his biceps. Have you seen Lilo and Stitch? No, I'm doing a boycott of live action Disney remakes. It's called Being 34-year-old Man. I'm just not that interested, bro. I'm just not that interested. But I'm sure it's fine, right? But it's not for me. I don't have kids yet. When I have kids, I'll see it all. Wokelo and Stinks. Damn, bro. Roasted, destroyed. I'm sorry. What is your? Listen, I haven't seen it, but is your impression that the original Lilo and Stitch was a based red-pilled movie, and then the remake is too woke? What is? I'm pretty sure the original Lilo and Stitch, if they made it today, would just be called woke by the same audience. If the movie never existed and they released Lilo and Stitch as it was originally right now, everyone would be like, wow, this movie's so woke. Why wouldn't Disney have a fucking white male character? They should have deported Stitch. Okay, dude. Ohana means Trump supporter. I don't think that's what it means. Ironic that Luther from Mission Impossible played Agent Cobra Bubbles in the OG Lilo and Stitch. I'm sorry. I don't mean to call you out. What do you think ironic means? In what way is that ironic? In what way at all is that ironic? That's not irony. That's just an actor with multiple roles. Isn't that ironic? It's like rain on your wedding day is a free ride when you've already paid. It's a good advice, DMCA. Now you just didn't take. Watching you live, it's wild that you actually laugh like that. I don't know what to say to this. I don't know. You've been watching my VODs or my clips, and you thought I was editing in the laughter? You thought I was... You thought it was a laugh track that I just timed with my... It just doesn't make a lot of sense, bro. It doesn't fucking add up. You got to watch the F1 movie, please. It'll get you to become F1 pilled and start your F1 track area. I'm already fucking deeply knowledgeable at F1. Okay? Team Ferrari all the way. I know F1 in and out. I don't need to watch a fucking shill-ass movie with shill-ass shit Brad shit. Okay? Who won the Spanish Grand Prix? That's easy. The Spaniards, who got to watch great racing. Dumbass. That's who won. Actually, not wrong. Actually, not wrong. Do you hate Brad Pitt because he's basically Tom Cruise? I love Tom Cruise. I'm a Tom Cruise defender. Okay? That Scientology stuff, forgiven. Forgiven. All right? Silence someone investigating the harms of Scientology. A streamer is speaking. Okay? And I've given him the pass. He gets the pass. Tom Cruise has made entertaining movies my whole life, and I love Tom Cruise. I'm a defender. I like Brad Pitt too. How about Leo then? I never really felt. I don't know what it is about Leo. Do you know what's crazy? Someone might have said that. I might be stealing this. But I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio is a character actor, like a Gary Oldman, who just happens to be hot. So he became a megastar. But I don't think of Leo DiCaprio as a star. I think of him as like a guy who, like, his best role to me is The Departed. That's what I think. I think that's the best role of Leonardo DiCaprio, The Departed. Shutter Island. I love Shutter Island. Gangs of New York. Okay, I'll counter this and say, in Gangs of New York, it's a good movie. He gets kind of mogged by Daniel Day-Lewis. I'll say it. I think Leonardo DiCaprio is like, it's like me balling with LeBron. I'm gonna make him look bad. I'm gonna make him look bad. I'm gonna posterize him, dude. It's like there's a skill gap. Catch Me If You Can is so good. I love Catch Me If You Can too. It is a little tainted by how fake the story turned out to be, but it's a movie. I don't care that much. Gatsby's the best. You like that movie? I saw Great Gatsby on a plane. And all I remember is that they keep spamming Jay-Z songs. That's all I remember of that movie, is that it was like a lot of CGI parties and Jay-Z songs the whole time. That's my fucking impression of it. Django and Wolf of Wall Street. I mean, he's getting Wolf of Wall Street too. Yeah, so I'm not trying to hear shit on Leonardo DiCaprio, but I just don't think he's. I don't know. I won't like be more excited to see a movie if he's in it. I just will see the movie if I'm excited, and if he's in it, it's a bonus. What about Inception? Doesn't it, dude? Inception's weird. I feel like everyone talked about Inception all the time for like 5 years, and now nobody talks about it. I feel like, I don't know. I don't remember. We've passed peak Inception. Yeah. More like Incep woke. That doesn't even make sense. They go watch it. It holds up. I like Inception when I saw it. And I haven't seen it since I saw it in theaters. So that was a while ago. However, my recollection is No, it was pretty good. It's pretty good. What about The Beach? It was the idea is really cool. Listen, I think Inception fucking takes Tenet out back and old yellers it. I like Inception. Don't get me wrong. I wish Tenet was more like Inception. But it just I don't know. I feel like Looper's a sick movie. Dude, Looper is a sick intro of a bad movie. Looper's fucking first part is so good. And then the movie is so bad. It started out, I mean, it's kind of like Drive in that respect. Jumper is Jumper the one with Hayden Christensen? Jumper. I have seen this movie. I think I liked it, but I can't remember it. I'll be honest with you. I just remember Hayden Christensen zipping around. Zoop, 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 zoop. That's all I remember. Can I watch the Jumper trailer? Jumper trailer. And then we got to talk about some real shit, but this is a fun memory lane for me. You're a manager.
There are people out there who have power.
Samuel Jackson was in this?
Who you are, what you are, can change history.
Did I just teleport?
Hey. What happened to you? David, open the door!
This thing that just happened
Oh,
could set me free. But why settle on one?
dude, what happened to Hayden Christensen? He just got fucked over by Star Wars or what? I feel like he was a promising young actor. You know what he did? He did a great movie called Shattered Glass about a reporter who just made up all his stories for like years. He was great. It was a great movie. And he did a great job in it. And then he just disappeared after Star Wars. He's loaded from Star Wars. I'm not worried about his financials. I thought he was good. I feel like and by the way, I'll say it. It wasn't like he was a bad actor in Star Wars. Well, he wasn't the world's greatest actor, but the problem with Star Wars was the fucking writing. There's only so much you can do to deliver lines like, I hate sand. That's not your fault. You got to give him something better to work with. You give him totally dog shit lines and it's a setup.
One place when you could have the whole world.
I think there's something you're not telling me. If you don't want to tell me everything, that's fine. Just don't lie to me.
It must be hard, living like this with no family, friends.
Damn it! Is that you?
Can he jump anywhere in the world or just like a few feet? Anywhere. Anywhere he's been before? He needs an image of it in his head. Interesting. They probably cover this in the movie, but like if he has an image of a bank vault, can he teleport inside? He does that? Okay. This sounds familiar. This sounds familiar. I have seen the movie, but it was in 2008, so I don't remember it that well. 2008, bro. Do they cover 2008 in history books now? Bro, it's probably a footnote. during the Great Recession, Jumper came out. That's in a fucking kid's textbook right now. That's when I was born. You were born in 08? God damn, dude. Born in 08. How old are you? That's crazy. 16, 17? Yikes, dude. Someone born during the recession's about to be 18. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That shit's wild. That shit's wild. That time, time. It's actually not wild. It's the least wild thing in the world, but it's wild to say. Recession babies. Just in time for the next one. Hey, yo! Hey, yo! That's kind of good. It moves inside. It's like history. It rhymes. You know, it's like poetry. It rhymes. Hey, Big A. Sorry I'm late to stream. Computer problems. I'm sure you understand. I noticed. Your absence was noticed, Shiny Sandcastles. You'll get a pass this time, but I'm writing it down. I'm making a note. It's the dog!
She's being funny now.
What a sweet
She's so heavy and fat. Ow.
My,
Oh, it hurts my arms. Oh, let's see the chat.
They're jolering for sure.
Woof, woof.
What a sweet dog. There, she gets nervous on camera.
Yeah, she's like it's very fun. I love it.
Mike, can you give me a high five? Good girl, good.
She did it even though she doesn't want to be here. All right.
What are you up to?
Well, you left the door open.
Oh.
So it's very loud.
I see. I'm sorry.
That's right. I'm just playing more games. What else?
You're just playing Slay?
No, I'm actually playing Wingspan now.
You gotta take her because she's gonna be stuck at the door. And she's gonna be
Okay.
All right, whose dog? Whose dog do you think? Come on. Whose dog do you think? Millennial family for the win. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. We're gonna have kids. Don't worry about that. Why are we saying volume low? I don't think the volume's that low. How about now? Does this satisfy you? We're good. Come on, dude. It's max. Your volume's always so low. Your volume's always so low. Shut up. Shut up, bro. Just turn it up. How about that? Just fucking turn it up. That voice is crazy. That is 1-to-1 what you sound like. Guaranteed. Doing the funny voice doesn't make it less true. Yes, it does. That's the point of the funny voice. You think I pulled out the funny voice card for no reason? It's because it invalidates what you're saying. I have depicted you as the soy and me as the sigma. It's actually quite simple how it works. Yeah, Trump does that and won an election, dude. What's your favorite Pirates of the Caribbean movie? The first one. That's right. Cancel me, liberals. I like the first one. It's by far the best. Fucking, I will say Davy Jones CGI was way ahead of its time. That means nothing to me. You're not wrong. Davy Jones did look good, but that is not what I judge a movie on. That means nothing to me. That does not impact my result. It could have been a guy in a fucking shitty looking suit. If it was good writing, I would be fine. If it felt like an interesting... By the way, I thought... here's my hotter take, is that I think the second movie's way better than the third one. Everyone talks up the third Pirates movie, but only because of the opening scene and the end. The middle is slop. If you took out the little kid singing the pirate song and the villain walking through the exploding slow-mo boat, you would have no movie. You would have no movie. You would have a sloppy, toppy, cloppy movie. But if you have a good opening and ending, people remember that, and that's what you're left with. Is the wheel fight in 2? Wheel fight's in 3, dude. And the wheel fight is dumb as bricks. What else do I like? I like. What about the Bourne movies? Have you guys seen those, or is that out of the radar? I don't watch movies. What? Too much of a deep cut? You don't? Okay. I'm not. Okay. I watched the first John Wick recently. That was ass. Really? You didn't like the first John Wick? I disagree. That feels a little pick me. I'll say it. That feels a little pick me, dude. I mean, maybe it's just not your type of movie. Maybe. I'm not saying it's fucking all-time Oscar-worthy classic or whatever, but John Wick, the first movie, that's a great action movie, man. That's a good time. Lord of the Rings trilogy is fucking excellent. Everyone knows that. But not as good as The Hobbit. Fucking love The Hobbit. I wish I could watch the barrel CGI dwarf scene 100 times because nothing gets better than that. In my opinion, they should have split The Hobbit up into 6 movies to really get the detail. The Hobbit is carried by the second movie. I want you to know that I'm joking and now I don't like you. I hate the fucking Hobbit movies. And I hate the second Hobbit movie most of all. I fucking despise the Hobbit movies, dude. What a trash fucking slop fest compared to the original Lord of the Rings trilogy. Maybe you'd like it better if there was 12. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They tried hard to make that movie. They should have tried harder. What do you want me to say? They should have tried harder. I mean, it should have been one movie, and they should have made it good. That's my fucking note. That's my one note. One movie, make it good. I haven't watched any Lord of the Rings movies. I keep falling asleep in the first hour. Bro. You can't. Yeah, you're cooked. Just watch a TikTok of it. Yeah. Watch a TikTok summary. Bro, legitimately, I'm not even kidding. You should try one time. Take your phone, put it in a different room, put it on silent, sit down on a comfy couch, and watch the first Lord of the Rings movie. Just focus on it. Pay attention. If your brain gets bored for a second, relax. Relax. Ease out and ease back in. Okay? It's a good movie. You will enjoy it. You'll have a good time. And then when you do that, do it again the second one and then the third one. You're going to feel at the end of it, you're going to feel like it's a satisfying... Let me move my nose. That sounds hard. That's not that hard. How about a movie night? Oh, we can do a movie night, but I can't watch Lord of the Rings on stream. I'll get fucking banned. Um, hey, Atrioc, I know when you get a credit card, start building my credit up. I'm not sure what I'm going to get. This is like a common misconception. Listen, if you get a credit card and you can pay off all the bills on time, it will help you build your credit score faster. But that's not a huge deal. Your credit will build up naturally by just never taking on debt you can't pay. If you have student loans, you pay them off on time. You have apartment rent, you pay off on time. Your credit score will be fine. People are like convincing you have to get a credit card to get your credit score up. Don't worry about that. I think the only reason you should get a credit card over just a debit card and spending what you have is if you have something with incredible points, you know, like a Chase Sapphire Reserve or something, and you put your rent on there and you auto pay it every month so you can get the points. But that's again, like, whatever. It's like not, I think people overthink that stuff. Listen, I'm super anti-debt, bro. You will feel better the less debt you get into. You'll just feel better. You'll just having a bill coming up that you are worried about paying is the most stressful thing. It's the most stressful thing. Dave Ramsey arc, listen, he's right about that. He's right about that, dude. I think that's why it's good advice. I think that's why it hits. For real, we paid off my wife's student loans this year, and it's a great feeling. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. It's way better than having, a few extra things you could have bought, extra stuff. It's the freedom. The freedom of less debt is so much nicer than like a fucking Gucci belt or a fucking whatever you could have bought, dude. Is it nicer than a jet ski? Dude, probably. Because when the jet ski bill hits, it fucking sucks, dude. Yes. Like you buy the jet ski, you're like, this is awesome. I'm jet skiing around. And then the jet ski bill hits and you're like, wow, this fucking sucks. You can buy now, pay later your rent payments. I saw that too. That's in my recession thing. It's in my fucking presentation. they're having like debt for rent payments. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. If you're doing that, you're at the end of being cooked. You're at the final end of the cycle before you default. Debt for rent, it's like you just don't have it. You don't have the income to necessitate what you're spending. How else do we afford rent at minimum wage? Other than debt? Listen, I understand. I mean, if you're in a high cost of living area and you're making minimum wage and you're not going to be able to find a spot, then you're going to have to get, listen, I'm just saying, what you have to do is you're going to have to get fucking roommates. You're going to have to get roommates or something. But or if you can live with your parents, live with your parents. Like, it's way better than fucking taking out debt for rent, dude. That's, listen, I'm not saying it's, you're confusing me saying like, this is good. This is the way society should be, which I'm not saying. But I'm also saying in the reality of it, the solution of, hey, I'm going to take out a bunch of debt is not the one to take. You will not be happy with it. You'll be, Have you heard of Obligo? They let you avoid rent deposits, but it's just a loan. It's crazy. Yeah, I saw this. I think it's the thing. My thing. It's just it's just a loan. Just different fancy ways of loaning you money and charging you interest. The thing that pisses me off is my rent is more than my parents' mortgage, and I have no way to get a house. Let me be super clear. This is not the thing that pisses you off. This is the thing that is ripping apart the fabric of all modern society across the entire developed world. Everyone's pissed off about this, dude. Everyone's pissed off about this. The young people seeing no reasonable path to owning a house is what is fucking tearing them apart. I'll just move to Kansas or something. I lived in Kansas for a year and a half. Be honest with you, hated it. Too flat, too boring. But sure they have good times. I mean, if you had friends, honestly, I'm of the opinion that the unique aspects of an area are less important than who is in the area. And that the day-to-day things that make your quality of life good are having friends and family. I know 14-year-old you wouldn't think that. 14-year-old me wanted to fucking meet real life Pokemon. I fucking care what 14-year-old me thinks, dude. What would 14-year-old me think? I don't even know. At 14? Yeah, I was a dumb kid. Nah, not when I was 14. But when I was like 6 or 7, I did believe Pokemon were real, but only some of them. And I would militantly make fun of other kids who thought they were all real. I would be like, you're a fucking idiot. You think Voltorb's real? You're so fucking dumb. Pidgey, though, that's a real. That's real. Yeah. Yeah. But this is true. I did this for like, I don't know, a year and a half. I was a militant, confident child that some Pokemon were real. It's just rational, dude. It's rational thinking. Squirtle's probably real. Yeah, exactly. Squirtle's probably real. Squirtle's probably real. Dragonite's probably fake. Like, it's obvious. It's like obvious that big Nintendo made up some extra Pokemon to fill out their game. That's what I thought. It's like Nintendo put the real Pokemon in and then thought they needed more to make it more fun. Is he being sarcastic? This is exactly what I thought. I'm not being sarcastic. This is what I thought when I was a child. And I was so confident in it, and I thought I was opening people's eyes. Mr. Mime is just a French guy. Mr. Mime is just a French guy. Yeah, he just wanted to fucking get caught. He's got that kind of weird... I'm jealous of LA. The weather's actually good. Dude, LA has fucking 72 and sunny year-round fire weather. What it doesn't have? Affordability. Ability to drive anywhere without being stuck in 2 hours of traffic. Any solution for the homelessness crisis? Those three things. fire weather, bro. That's how I know you guys are watching too much Fox News. Bro, I'm living in LA. I'm not even far from the fires. And it didn't affect my life at all. It did. If you were affected by it, deeply damaging. But it's a massive city. 99% of people didn't even see anything. Actually, it did affect my life because it made me lose that race to Squeaks. You're right. Never mind. Actually, it's fucking LA sucks, dude. LA and its fucking toxic fires caused me to lose a race with Squeaks. Fucking. Squeaks outran you? Not on foot. If you were to recommend me one book for me to bring on my trip to Europe, what would it be? The Bible. Try to get those heathens the light of God. Go out there and fucking preach, dude. They've lost the light. It's an atheist continent. I don't know. What are you interested in, Larry Fisherman? You looking for fiction or nonfiction? Go be a reverse missionary to fucking Europe. That's good. Hey, the Pope's working. Yeah, the Pope. We got the Pope out there doing God's work. An American Pope. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, folks? An American Pope. It's big. It's a big deal. What's this? Funny clip. Oh wait. Does anyone have the clip of Magnus? Dude, look at this. Gukesh beat Magnus in classical chess. He's only like 18 years old. And I watched the game. Carlsen was ahead. He was winning the game. And Gukesh had a comeback. Do you think it's anal beads? Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
That's hype. I mean, that's good for the sport, dude. It's good for the sport. He's a gamer. I think there was a good video of like all the times they've played through the years and Gukesh asking Magnus for advice. And now he's like taking games, you know? I mean, he's done it before. Gukesh is the youngest person to beat Magnus, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I thought it was cool. It was good. It's good. It's interesting. Although I think Magnus said he was quitting classical chess after this. He said that's just blatantly not true. Youngest person to beat Magnus Carlsen. The youngest person to beat Magnus Carlsen is Gukesh. You want to see it? He was talking about a different Gukesh. Anyway. Presumably Magnus lost the Enterprise. Okay, come on. Since he became good. You can't count someone he lost to when he's 10 years old playing other 10 years old. Also, maybe he never lost. Maybe he never lost. What about his dad? Well, his dad wouldn't be the youngest player he's lost to, right? I never lost to Magnus. You know, I've never lost to Magnus Carlsen either, actually. And I've played quite a bit of chess. He should have played the girl from the Queen's Gambit. He would have lost. She never loses. I watch the show. What Squeaks is Elo? Has Squeaks ever played chess? I don't know. Oh, dude. This tweet made me fucking crack up. I just wanted to share it with you. This tweet is fucking funny. It's Pride Month. Overwatch tweeted, different hearts, one rhythm, happy Pride Month. And then they said, I don't think I can support this anymore. Was a huge fan of Pride Month, had no idea Overwatch was involved. Whoa. Wait a minute. I was in this to support different sexualities. I do not want to support Overwatch. I'm not trying to help Overwatch out in any way. That's funny. Wait, what else did I want to? Oh, dude, this. Listen, I'm trying to ease up on talking about Trump because I'm getting bored of it. But when something happens, something happens. And this was so annoying to me. So Trump goes,
last month, we also cut the trade deficit in half, and that's the story of today. They can't believe it. The numbers just came. We cut, before we even get started, actually, we cut it in half, the trade last month.
He said he cut the trade deficit in half. But what he doesn't point out,
we also
what he does not, he fails to mention, is that the previous month, he doubled it. Because everybody imported early to front run the tariffs. So it doubled and then it went back. So if you double it and then it goes back to where it was when it's done, that's not cutting it in half. I mean, that's so annoying. What a fucked up thing to say. We cut it in half, dude. This is real. Yes, this is real. This is the fucking trade deficit. When the tariff fucking chaos is happening, everyone's importing more. So we had the worst trade deficit in modern history in April. And then in May, it normalizes and everybody's like, we cut it in half. We didn't cut it. That's the fucking... that Ryzen CPU is crying. It's actually not, dude. That's how I know Intel sucks. I've got like 300 fucking tabs here. The computer's running fine. Under Intel, it was like fucking heating up my whole room. That's RAM, my guy? It literally isn't. Because we didn't change the RAM at all. We just changed the CPU. And the PC runs fucking cool and crystal. AMD's just better. It's just better. Believe me, I was biased against it. For CPUs only, obviously. For CPUs only. That is important context. For CPUs only. but I certainly have been proven in their CPU superiority. Boop, 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 boop. I'm not Team Red, but I am like, you can call me Team Christmas, okay? The Red Green Alliance. I'm against the war on Christmas, is what I'm trying to say. Centrist? Not centrist, because there's 3 teams, and one of them I want to shoot with a gun, and that's Intel. So if anything, I've allied up 2 key armies to take down Intel. And then also I wanted to point out there was an AI startup, $1.5 billion AI startup called Builder.ai. And it turns out it was 700 Indian engineers. They raised all this money, and it was supposed to be a magical AI that could help you build the app that you wanted. But it was just 700 Indian engineers they were outsourcing to. And it got shut down. Wait, let me see if I have the full. Is there a little? Is there like a? Wait, I want to see this.
Our next guest founded another
This is an interview with the guy before it was found out to be a scam. I just want to see
Microsoft-backed AI startup, and he expects innovation and regulation to accelerate in the new year. Joining me now is Sachin Dev-Duggal. He's Builder.ai's founder. Sachin, it's great to see you again. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
All the way from Dubai, as I understand it as well. Is this business related or just a little personal trip?
London's.
First of all, with a shirt like that, how could he be a scammer? The McQueen skull shirt.
Really cold right now,
Dubai.
so the kids wanted a bit of sun, and we can kill 2 birds at once. So a bit of work and a bit of vacation.
I didn't know they've got that Falcon, LLM that everyone's always talking about. Anyway, so tell me a little bit about some of the prospects that you see when you see this New York Times lawsuit. Do you think to yourself that this could really stunt the growth and adoption of generative AI, or no?
I think it's when you think about language models, they need access to information, and that's sort of a precursor because they need to assimilate like a pattern of thinking or a pattern of prediction, so that they can at least.
Just want to be clear, just so you know, as this guy is answering his questions, he does not have an AI technology at all. He's just hired 700 Indian engineers for below market wages to build the apps of people that want it.
Sort of feel like they have general knowledge, but I think this particular lawsuit and others that are like this, they're bringing up a really important point, which is, at what point is the knowledge a copy, and at what point is that knowledge inferred? If you imagine you saw a painting or you read a poem and you got inspired to write something new, well, are you infringing the original poet or the artist, or are you being inspired to write from it? Now, in human sort of terms, that's really well established. But when machines are doing this at this unprecedented scale, it sort of really leaves this sort of open point, and a big gray area between straight copy and paste, and direct in sort of inference.
Yeah, to me, it seems like it comes down to if the output is literally plagiarism, it's plagiarism. If the output is not, and there's different layers people will analyze on this, but that seems like one obvious place to take it. I thought you'd be interested to talk to you about this as well, because a lot of what Builder.ai does is kind of give people a way of building apps without having to know coding or AI or whatever themselves. And often it'll say, okay, you can build an app like the New York Times. You can build an app like Facebook's. You can build an app like Amazon's. Is that sort of imitation, does that take any of their intellectual property in order to recreate the you know, that look and feel of an app for something new?
Well, so I think that's a really good point, right? And so number one, we don't replicate what someone else might be doing. We don't.
Dude, yes, you do. Wait, you literally say the name of the app you can yoink. That's so funny. Wait, so the website is just Builder AI. They show you different types of apps you can yoink. They charge you 30 grand plus, and they outsource it all to Indian engineers to rip it off. That's crazy.
Copy and paste. When people are trying to build software and they're not technical, in fact, when people are trying to do anything and they don't really have the subject matter of what they're trying to do, they often say, I want to build something like this. It doesn't mean you're doing a rinse and repeat and a replica of that particular piece. What you're doing is it's almost like a vernacular that they're using as a reference point.
Right.
Then they will say, but I want it to do this. I wanted to add these features. I want it to be pink. I want it to look like, with these buttons and these colors. And that's where our idea of it's reusable features, not reusable applications, and it's very different. So we don't really enter this world of plagiarism. We don't really enter this world of you're actually building a copy of X, Y, Z. What we're simply saying is help us describe what is in your mind that you're trying to build. And when most people describe that, they will describe it by using references of things that they already know exist. And that becomes a stepping stone for how they think about it.
That's kind of funny. This guy just had like a, low cost farmed out app development shop, of which there's many, many, many. And he turned it into an AI company by changing the name. Like, he actually just took a pretty common business model, and by doing the exact same thing but calling it an AI, he raised $1 billion from Microsoft. It's actually kind of a slick little scam. Yeah, if he was more vague about the AI, if he was like, yeah, we have some AI features, and they added like some random crap. But by saying it's in my AI and it's not, that's so funny. Here's the fucking. This startup attracted $445 million in investments from major IT giants over 8 years. At the same time, the applications, quote, written by AI constantly glitched. The code was unreadable. The functions did not work. It was like real artificial intelligence. They did their job, they made it seem real. After the deception was exposed, the startup officially went bankrupt. That's fucking funny. That's fucking funny. What a good business idea. If it wasn't gonna work anyway, they should have just used AI and done no fraud. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, they probably couldn't even have built it with. I mean, you gotta assume even the engineers are probably using some AI to tab complete the code. Were there consequences for the guy? I don't know. I don't know if he walked away with any money. I don't know how much cash he got versus equity, and the company's worthless. I can check. He stepped down as CEO of the company, but he remained on the board and kept his title of Chief Wizard. Anybody who has a Chief Wizard title is a scammer. Just guaranteed. Oh my God, it was a British startup? No wonder. Oh my God, dude. His clothing choices say it all. Look at this fucking sweater. I'm giving that guy $1 billion? No way, dude. You have to give that fucking... whenever the tech guy's a hype beast, you know your VC money's getting burnt. If the tech guy you're investing in has like a fucking fancy sneaker collection and hype beast shit, they are 100% using all your money to fly around to like South by Southwest and party. They're not building anything. It's not the critic who counts. Dougal posted on Instagram days after he was pushed out as chief executive of Builder AI. The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena. Dude, tech scammers and the man in the arena speech is a fucking tale as old as time. It's the fucking beautiful peanut butter and chocolate combo. Same guy did it. The all-in guy. What? I'm blanking on his name. Chamath. Chamath also said man in the arena after he got scamming on all his SPAC investments. Like fucking Virgin Galactic and all that shit. He used the same speech. Just weeks after he posted this famous Teddy Roosevelt quote, Builder AI would indeed fail in unexpected fashion. Builder AI claimed to use human-assisted AI, including a bot called Natasha, to quickly and cost-effectively build apps for customers. Yeah. Where did it go wrong? Everywhere. The technology did not work as promoted. It was essentially nothing more than smoke and mirrors. Nice. The product had barely even begun to develop. Instead, it relied heavily on contractors in India. They told investors apps were 80% built by the product that they didn't even have. At a 2020 conference, Dougal said AI doesn't mean another Indian. Dude, he's fucking narking on himself. Oh my God. He actually said it while doing the opposite. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, he's also wanted for fraud in India? Oh, this guy's got a fucking record, huh? This guy's got a rap sheet. That's so funny. Wait, now he's... Big news, I'm live on Intro. Whether you're launching your first... Intro is a website where you can spend... It's like Cameo, but for like 20 to 30 minutes to talk with somebody who's supposed to give you advice. So he failed spectacularly, committed a bunch of fraud, and is now expecting... How much does he cost? Let's find out. Wait, let's find out how much it costs to get... Could I pay to interview him on stream? It would cost... Oh, they deleted it. They deleted him. They deleted his fucking page. Read someone's message? Whose message? What, when, where, why? We have an insider? Holy guacamole. User Super Scott 3000. What did he say? He said, I'm crashing out. I used to work for this guy. He's nothing but a liar and a scammer. He lied to all of us. I worked there in 2019. You want to? Can I call you in? Can I call you in? Ask a couple questions. How do I get you? How do I get you on here? Do you have Discord? Are you in any servers that I'm in? Are you in the Atrioc server or the ACLU server or a Lemonade Stand server or the Ludwig server I could find you in? Are you in the Stands Cord? Are you in the Linkus server? Are you in any of these? You're in the Asmongold server? Are you in the Squeak server? Can you just send me your username? Use Guest Star? How does that work? I've never used Guest Star. How does Guest Star work? I'm in your Discord now? Okay, let's see. Are you in my Discord? General. Yo, I can you respond? Wait. I think this is you. Oh yeah, I got you. Okay. Message. Yo. Call. I'm calling you. I'm calling you. I'm calling you. Can you answer my call? Yo.
Yo. Yo.
Your name's Scott?
My name is indeed Scott.
Scott, good to meet you. So you worked for Dougal here.
Yeah. So sorry, I did jump in like as you were like halfway through the end there. So I'm not sure how much you talked about it, but the short version is I worked there for about 6 months back in 2019.
Okay.
And yeah, he's a complete goober.
You wanted to say something else.
But yeah, I'll keep it peachy.
He's a goober, huh? And so you worked there for 6 months in 2019, which means you left pretty early before the scam was discovered. What made you do that?
Well, yeah. So that's I mean, yeah. So basically, I got brought in to make it work in the sense like they had this idea of like what it would be.
Yeah.
But
and the idea was
but
an AI that could build an app for you.
Right, exactly. And they had figured out that they had like a POC kind of initial. I'm a backend engineer, and they brought in. Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
No, no.
But yeah, I know. I don't know why I'm nervous. But it's they basically had this idea.
Yeah.
And then it didn't really work, but they had a sort of working POC, and they had a bunch of different like consultants.
I mean,
and
they
stuff
had some
that
working
were trying to get
POCs,
to
right?
work.
You know what I'm saying?
So exactly. So they had this scam running, and essentially a bunch of us in the LA office got brought in to try to actually make what they were selling work.
Okay.
Because up until then, it was definitely still everybody was
just
making
lying,
it.
right? They were just lying.
Yep.
They were just telling customers that it was AI, and then they were outsourcing it.
So that was like the thing where it was like that's what they were saying. I don't know what to be full transparency, I don't know what they were saying to customers that actually bought stuff.
Okay.
I don't know, because what I had always heard was, oh, we're telling people that that we're actually still working on it, and like only some of it's automated and that sort of stuff. So I'm not exactly what they told people that were paying, but they definitely.
So we covered a bit of that.
Line.
They were telling investors that the app was doing 80% of the work. That the app was making it, and my understanding is that it was not the case.
that from my time there, that was definitely not the case. Like it was nothing there. It was 100% done by humans. There
like-
was no automation working at all.
My big question is, how did you figure out he was a goober? How did you figure out he was a scammer? How did you leave? Like what?
Right. So basically,
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go for it.
Sorry. So after I started working there, basically, I was one of the first people in the LA office, at least, that was trying to get it to work.
Mm-hmm.
So they handed us like a POC and said, "Here's what we do, and here's what the thing is. You're building like this is like software talk, but it's like you're trying to build all these modular pieces that like talk to each other without having to know that the other one exists, and so on and so forth. So it was a pretty interesting like pitch that we got pitched to like work there and do stuff.
Okay.
And then after a while, there just started to being like I worked at a lot of startups, and I got very good at seeing red flags.
Okay.
And so there was just red flag after red flag after red flag of like just really weird stuff that people that like the leadership team would say and that sort of stuff. And
do you have examples? Do you remember anything? I mean, my red flag is his sweater. He wears the flashiest clothing.
So one of the red flags is he actually came into the LA office because he was typically in London most of the time. The LA office was pretty small.
Okay.
So like the one time he came into the LA office, he like just started asking people just to do random stupid stuff around the office, like, "Hey, help me like pull these cables over here, and we're gonna move these cables." And then he asked me to like get the Apple TV working to show some video. And it was like, bruh, I'm trying to like make your shit work and you're asking me to like do IT. Like that's not like so that's kind of there was a lot of like red flags like that where you're just asking people to like not do their job. And you know, at this point, like they still had all the people in India and all the people in London.
Yeah.
So you're talking I don't know, 100-ish people are on payroll at this point, and like you're asking random people that are like your main developers to do like this like really silly work.
Sure.
And then basically as things were going along, it wasn't getting very smooth, and it was just kind of getting silly.
Yeah.
And then the thing that sent me over the thing that kind of like made me start looking for another job after only like 6 months was I forget which executive it was, but the comment was made, "Oh, it's really expensive to have people in Los Angeles." And I was like, "Well, that's not something that a $1 million company says."
Right? Yeah, that's a company gearing up for layoffs or like move. Yeah.
So I left in like January of 2020, and then they completely shut down the LA office, I think in April of 2020, which was like obviously half pandemic, half it was a scam.
Yeah.
But still, it was like they laid off the entire office in April.
April of 2020 is when he went on stage and said AI doesn't stand for always Indian or whatever, and then was hiring a bunch of Indian engineers. So
yes, because they definitely shut down everything. Yeah, they shut down all of Los Angeles. So then they stopped operating out of the US as far as I know, and they moved everything to London and India.
Was there a lot of tension when you worked there between like sales and development? Were they
not
promising
really.
things you couldn't do and then constantly putting pressure on you for?
No, it was pretty chill in the sense of like, because like there was a sales, so every office had its own everything, so everything was like triplicated. So there was like sales and engineering in India, there was sales and engineering in London, and there was sales and engineering in LA.
Okay.
So all of the salespeople in LA were chill in the sense of like they were just, as far as we were concerned, they were just kind of like telling it what it was, which was.
But they weren't like pushing you, like pressuring you, like, "Hey, we got to get this done. We got to move faster. We got to." Oh
no. That was more of that. It was chill in that sense where it wasn't a big deal if we were, I mean, we obviously trying to go as fast. It's still a startup in the same.
Well, I mean,
it's still a startup.
At the end of the day, good for you, bro. You got out early rather than wasting 4 years earning equity for a company that was going to fucking implode. So that's
exactly. Yeah, it's wild. It was a wild time. And yeah, seeing him in the news recently too, because I think I think you probably touched on it, but they just went like completely bankrupt recently.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they blew up.
So yeah.
All right, bro. Well, thank you for sharing. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Good to see an on the ground experience. Later, Scott. Good meeting you. That's funny. A scammer, folks. A scammer. We got an actual employee of the W Chatter. Thank you very much. Okay, we should talk about it's 9:24. We should talk about Ukraine, dude. I want to talk about this. It's actually fucking crazy. We got to talk about Ukraine. Let me see here. Pull this up. Pull this up. It's actually a big story. Okay? Does this work? Yeah, close this. Okay. So literally yesterday, this happened. This is a bunch of strategic bombers in Russia on fire, deep within Russia, far from the Ukrainian border. Operation Spiderweb. The day before, I had a clip go out where I said this. You don't know, the Ukrainian war, which is like the most recent high-budget war in world history, has shown that the modern technology that is most important for war is drones. Drones have been dominant in the Ukrainian war right now. I got some pushback from that. Wait, I said one more thing. All military theory pre-drones is out of date because I said all military theory pre-drones is out of date. I got some pushback. And then within one day, everyone is saying that. Everyone, there's so many think pieces today that are saying exactly that phrase. All theory is out of date now that drones. Literally, the timing could not be better. Ukraine just rewrote the rules of war. With this Operation Spiderweb, which is one of the most daring, incredible military actions of modern times. It is the first time a nuclear triad has ever been directly assaulted. It is an incredible, like, underdog success story in their battle. It is the single worst day for Russia since the war began. The worst military day for Russia. So I want to go over what this is. It's Operation Spiderweb. And that is where Ukraine utilized a new feature of drone technology that they built themselves to do deep inside Russia assaults on their bombing capabilities. These are like satellite, again, these are all being poured over by internet weapons guys everywhere, satellite images to determine the exact value, but the estimate is around $7 billion of damage done. And more than a third of Moscow's cruise missile carrier planes have been destroyed in one day. Now, this is incredible, specifically because Ukraine spent like a few $1 million. The ROI for what they spent to what they got is like absurd in the history of war. And I want to explain like high level what happened. Then we'll watch a video that shows you some footage. But basically, in Operation Spiderweb, what they did was they used Russian trucking logistics, just Russian trucks going all over the country. They made secret compartments in trucks that housed drones, that had panels on the top that kept them powered. And they drove deep inside Russian territory, then activated them all at once. So like a mothership, all the drones flew out of the truck deep inside of Russia and blew up like all the bombing target, all the Russian planes, which is like, again, they've been planning this for a year and a half, and it has been called, like, it may change modern warfare because of the insane ROI, the insane asymmetric capabilities of drones. Again, I saw a meme that I wanted to show you. I think it's relevant. Let me pull it up before I move on because I think it like really signifies how crazy this is. Sorry, I just want to show you. This is it. Okay, so look. Okay. This is an American aircraft carrier. This is a UK aircraft carrier. This is a French aircraft carrier. This is a Ukrainian aircraft carrier. They used Russian trucks and a few $1 million to launch damaging drones from deep within. It's like a truly insane level of underspending to get results. So go back to this. And I want to say, like, so I want to talk about, like, when I mentioned the nuclear triad, if you guys don't know, the nuclear triad is a power that has the ability to deliver nuclear weapons from either land-based ICBM missiles, sub-based underwater missiles, or through planes. Planes that can deliver a guided nuclear payload. This is the first time, like, since World War II, I guess ever really, that a nuclear triad has been attacked directly. This is like, the air capabilities of Russia have been reduced by a third. Some of the planes Russia lost, they can no longer make. Some of them they bought pre-sanctions and can't get. Like, it's serious damage. And these planes were being used to bomb Ukrainian cities, and they've been wiped out. I mean, it's a pretty significant strike. This is probably Ukraine's best day since the war began, just to be clear. So let's see. Let's go through here. And what's fascinating, if you go through how long they've been planning and working on this, is that it's a year and a half, which means they were planning this attack while this conversation happened.
I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest.
While this conversation was happening, this attack was being planned, and they did not inform the United States, which again is a break from how it worked under Biden. So they are not talking to the United States, and probably because they don't want it to end up in a fucking text message. But what's insane about it too is that they did not use U.S. military weapons or aid. I mean, Ukraine built these drones themselves. They built these drones themselves with a fraction of the budget, and they did that. I guess that's what's so worth paying attention to here, is how much drones are upending the math of the money of war. This is like an extraordinary result for this level of spending. I was listening to some Ukraine war coverage, and they were doing a back and forth talk on it. And one of them said, this is the finest operational secrecy since the Dallas Mavericks traded Luka to the Lakers. The United States knew nothing about it. Russia knew nothing about it. Both the U.S. and Russia knew nothing about it, which is pretty incredible given that how important it is to both of them. And again, even the day before this happened, Ukraine is losing its drone supremacy was a trending article. And then right afterwards, they striked 40 bombers in a mass drone attack. Just an incredible result. And, you know, if you add up, this is Ukrainian reported losses, but even independent sources are saying this day marked the 1 millionth Russian casualty in Ukraine. This war, while brutal and bloody and still undetermined who could actually win it, it feels like an endless quagmire of disaster, is horrendous result for Russia. Putin thought this would be a quick and easy war, and it has been nothing but. It has been damaging to their economy. It's been damaging to their military. It's been damaging to their soldiers. It's been an absurd level of death on both sides. And as the losses add up for Russia, I mean, 10,000 plus tanks, aircraft destroyed, helicopters destroyed, cruise missiles destroyed. The cost is enormous. It is just a huge blow to the reputation that Putin was trying to create for Russian military superiority. I want to watch this video. This is Russians reacting to it. I have not watched this yet. I wanted to see it. I'll pull it up in a second. This is how Russians reacted to this drone attack. Let's see if I can pull it. Russians react.
Welcome to the...
There's an ad on my war update. Okay.
On Sunday, Ukraine's unprecedented drone attack on Russia's long-range bombers on Sunday was both humiliating for Moscow and potentially very costly too. According to Kyiv, 41 planes were hit and it caused an estimated $7 billion worth of damage. And I just want to show you how it's being covered in the Russian media. I've got a selection of papers here, all state-run, and there are no images whatsoever on the front pages here of the attack. Instead, most have a picture of the wreckage from the bridge being blown up yesterday in the Bryansk region, bordering Ukraine, that crushed part of a passenger train underneath. Multiple casualties, a huge clear-up operation, while Izvestia here has an image of Vladimir Medinsky, who is leading Russia's delegation at the peace talks.
Yeah, but who reads newspapers?
In Istanbul, the direct face-to-face talks with Ukraine. And the reason why there isn't more visual coverage of the drone attack is partly because there are sensitivities around publishing images of Russian military infrastructure, but also I think because the Kremlin is keen to play down the impact of the attack. It was an embarrassing breach of its defences, with the drones launched from inside Russia having been smuggled into the country. So the Kremlin, I think, is keen.
Again, I want to emphasize that, like, Russia did not think this was possible. Some of the targets that Ukraine hit were as far from the front line of the war as New York is to LA. It was that deep into Russia. It was thousands of miles deep into Russia, and they were able to hit bombers that were in there. No, that level of penetration into Russia's defenses is like unprecedented during this war.
Keen to not draw attention to that and not to cause alarm. Where the attack is mentioned, and it is because it's too big to really ignore, it's done so in a way of reinforcing Russia's narrative that Ukraine is the aggressor. So in Izvestia, for example, the attack is described as a terrorist attack, and it says it calls into question Ukraine's readiness for de-escalation, essentially accusing Ukraine of trying to derail the peace process.
Считаю, что ответ должен был быть еще вчера и довольно жесткий.
Это нужно делать планомерно, уверенно, без каких-то вот нервных надрывов, души, показов каких-то.
Я считаю, что они преувеличены, потому что эти самолеты больно старые и вряд ли кому нужны.
On social media, though, Russia's influential military bloggers have been much more outspoken. Some have directly criticised Russia's military command, accusing them of being complacent for storing the planes out in the open, while others have actually been advocating for a nuclear response, saying there is now grounds for that because these were nuclear capable bombers that were targeted by Ukraine. Undoubtedly, there will be some sort of response from Moscow. So despite the peace talks continuing, I think a ceasefire still feels very far away.
So this guy predicted it correctly. So there was ceasefire talks today, immediately following this attack. A scheduled ceasefire conference happened. Surprise, surprise, they failed to come to an agreement. Oh, why is this? There. In fact, the talks lasted less than an hour. Everybody showed up. They got in the same room. The talks lasted like 42 minutes, and then everyone walked out. They were only able to agree on a prisoner swap, which is progress, but they weren't able to get any actual talks, the little progress, given that both of them seem unwilling to budge on their demands. Zelensky, however, has said that Ukraine will continue attacks unless Russia halts offensive, saying they have the capability to do more attacks like this. His strategy is that, peace through strength. His idea is that, unless Ukraine shows credible threat, Russia will never actually back down. What's interesting is Ukraine was very, very quick to not only admit that they did this, but to show how they did it and make a big show of it. And the strategic reason for that, it seems to be that it has caused a huge trucking backup in Russia because they now have to check every truck. So it's caused like a big, it's caused like a big slowdown economically.
По полям реально прям скакали. Выехали опять на асфальт. Тут просто огроменная пробка из фур. Я не знаю, сколько это уже длится километров.
Which is causing supply chain problems again, which is already stretched in Russia, given that they had those train issues. So I don't know, pretty incredible. And I think the one other takeaway outside of what was mentioned in that video, which is that Russia, it is being said, is planning a disproportionate retaliation. Now we have to hope to God it's not nuclear, and I don't think it will be, but obviously they're trying to make some sort of fucking show out of this. But my understanding from reading as much as I could about it today is that there's not really, outside of nuclear, there's not some new thing Russia can do that they haven't been doing. They've already been playing all their cards. Like the reason they aren't mass bombing Kyiv is not because they are holding back or Putin's a humanitarian. It's because of the air defense there. Like they're doing what they can do in the areas that aren't air defended. So we'll see. I mean, God willing, no escalation, but this is what we're getting to. And it brings up another interesting point, which I think no opinion brought up, which is that, hey, this only reinforces the fact that America is behind on drone tech. Now, there's no realistic chance of China doing anything like this, but the fact is that China has like every shipping container in America and the best drone tech in the world, and it's just something we're ignoring. We spend so much money, but on things that are becoming out of date, to be honest. We have to like, this needs to be more realistically understood. This was revealed earlier this year, and it's not even their latest tech. They have a lot of drone tech that is being developed in China that is like not really well understood. Given how cost effective it is. I'll let Agent 4 deal with it. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting. It clearly was like a big deal. Oh, actually, we should watch a quick. Get an overview. There's a video that has some footage. That's worth seeing. There, I think this is it. Ukraine. Sorry, 1 second. I'm trying to find the right one that has very good. I'm not booting up an AoE 2 game. Here it is. I found it.
This is a
There we go.
Ukrainian drone flying out of a truck in southeastern Siberia, 2,700 miles from the front line, targeting Putin's warplanes deep in the heart of Russian territory. Ukrainian officials said it was part of a clandestine attack that saw 4 military airports hit, destroying more than 40 warplanes, in the biggest blow of the war against Moscow's long-range bomber fleet.
What we have here is not only a victory for Ukraine in terms of debilitating Russia's ability to launch missiles against Ukraine, but it's actually a strategic victory which helps the West enormously.
The attack, known...
Well, I think it was safe to leave them out in the open yet. My understanding is that they was so far from the front. First of all, they thought that Ukraine couldn't reach that far. And then secondly, this is unconfirmed. My understanding is they used to cover the planes with tires to make them harder to detect from like aerial checks. They put tires on top, and they stopped doing that. They got really lazy with it. So there's like a single row, so it was much easier to find.
As Operation Spider's Web hit 34% of Russia's strategic cruise missile carriers, causing an estimated $7 billion worth of damage. In total, Ukrainian officials said 117 drones were used and that the operation took more than a year and a half of planning.
Dude, 117 drones to do $7 billion in military damage is crazy. It's just crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? This whole thing cost 1/10 of like one missile.
Ukraine has long used long-range drones launched from Ukraine, which then fly into Russian airspace and strike a variety of targets. But this attack was rather different. Some of the airfields that were struck were thousands of miles from Ukraine. And the operation didn't involve these long-range drones, which we've become used to seeing launched from Ukraine. Instead, these were small drones which were launched from containers on trucks. We don't yet have the details of exactly how this happened. The SBU has not revealed it. It has shown some photographs of what these containers looked like, which were clearly loaded onto the trucks, and the way that the drones were concealed within these containers. We don't know exactly how they got into Russia, but it seems to be that Ukraine has taken advantage of commercial networks to deliver a weapon deep inside the territory of its enemy in a way that the Russian security services and military have been stunned by and were absolutely not ready for.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said the operation had tangible losses. US officials said that Kyiv didn't provide advance notice of the strikes to the Trump administration.
This operation appears to have used only Ukrainian equipment, non-US equipment, and therefore Ukraine has clearly felt that it doesn't need to inform the US.
Russia has not confirmed how many planes were hit, but has said that aircraft were damaged and set on fire.
What we're seeing here is an extraordinary assault that not only is it a demonstration of Ukraine's ability to innovate and strike Russia where it's not expecting it, it's also a clear indication that Russia is not invincible. Russia has been seeking to portray its victory in Ukraine as inevitable. This extraordinary operation shows that Ukraine is still in this fight and can cause significant damage to Russia well beyond the battlefield.
Anyway, that was the main thing. I just thought it was a pretty insane update, kind of unexpected, and certainly well timed with what I was talking about with the drone stuff. This type of attack would be scary as fuck if a terrorist group were to get it. Yeah, I mean, listen, drone warfare is fucking scary, bro. It is scary, but I mean, it is also, you can't bury your head in the sand about it, especially for our military. I think it's shocking how much we spend to not be even close to cutting edge on drones. It's scary, but and then silence. Well, I'm just more of like, it's frustrating to see so much of our incredibly bloated military budget go to extremely expensive boondoggles that just serve to enrich contracting companies and will actually be useless in a modern combat. They built the drones in Russia too near the FSB office. All the drones had image targeting systems, so no one controlled them. Yeah, it's incredible. It's an incredible coup for... And listen, so my understanding is it doesn't change the balance of power too much. It's not like an incredible blow to Russia's military capabilities, but it is a massive symbolic and psychological victory, and the after-on effects of Russia not knowing what areas are safe now, and also having to like check every truck and boat and cargo crate is economically disastrous. It also, it helps entering negotiations to not be on the complete back foot, to not be feeling like you have to take whatever offer they give. Can Ukraine replace it or look at it with China decoupling trade goes in the West? You can replace it with China decoupling trade. What do you mean? I'm sorry, I don't know your question. Do we think warfare is at the point where conventional aircraft are useless? No. No, I just am a firm believer that drones are rewriting the rules of war. And like this whole thing is being studied by militaries across the globe. China selling fewer drones. Oh, you mean China cutting off the drone supply to Ukraine. Well, Ukraine is making their own. Ukraine has become like one of the bigger drone producers because of the war. They're like cutting edge with it now because of necessity, which is the mother of invention. It's not a good thing, but it's just that is what's happened. Do they not outsource components? Yeah, they do. Again, I don't know the access to rare earth minerals and whether that's stopping them or not. I don't know if they can get batteries. I'm not sure, but it was only 107. Yeah, but that's a great point. That is a great point, dude. This is only 107 drones to do all this damage. It wasn't like it was 20,000 drones. It's a small amount. God, that's actually spooky when you think about it. Imagine what 10,000 drones could. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking crazy. They're so cheap. That's insane, bro. On average, every drone did 60 million in damage. Yeah, and they cost nothing. Anyway, I just wanted to cover. I don't want to go super deep on it, but yeah, you might not have heard that story, and it was just such big news. I thought it was crazy. And we'll have to. The real follow up I'm going to have to do as soon as we hear it is like what Russia's going to do in response, because the last thing we need is some fucking insane escalation from Putin. Okay, was there anything else I want to talk about? Otherwise, I do want to probably play an Age of Empires game. I'm going to be honest with you. Dude, this thing. Fuck. I saw this article from Business Insider that said Gen Z is getting into golf, okay? Gen Z is storming the links. Young Americans are getting into golf and tennis. And they're ruining it for boomers. I don't know if it's true. And actually, my understanding is there is some truth to it. Yeah, maybe it's the wealthier Gen Z or whatever, but they're doing it. However, so I read the article. It's fine. I was gonna bring it up, and then I got this fucking post recommended, which showed Angel Martinez here messaging Grace at Business Insider and saying, "Hey. Hope you've been well. Would you be interested in a feature about Gen Z as golf's newest target market?" And then Grace at Business Insider said, "Hi, thanks for reaching out. It's interesting, but not the right fit for us." And then fucking, what is this, February? And then 2 months later, Grace is tweeting out, Gen Z, she just yoinked and stole it. I read a stolen article, bro. She just fucking got a request and stole it. That's crazy. That's a fucked up thing to do. To openly tell someone, nah, not the right fit, and then steal their theme? Anyway, I'm not going to cancel my Business Insider subscription because she got fired. She got fired once they found out she stole it, apparently. I mean, she says formerly Business Insider, so. But it's a fucked up thing to do. I mean, they could have paid her a normal freelance fee. It wouldn't even cost much. But I do want to read a quote from the article just to see if there's any stats on there. Atrioc, I'm Gen Z and play golf. Well, there's one example. There's one example, folks. Okay. Apparently, during the pandemic, when gyms were closed, there was a spike in solitary leisure sports like tennis, skiing, and golf. That has carried through. But I don't know. And there's a sense of, apparently on TikTok, there's like a trend for old money luxury. The aesthetic of looking like a boomer, because that's where all the money is. But what's funny is the article's mostly filled with like boomers complaining that Zoomers are showing up and ruining their game. I'm a get off my lawn kind of guy. Now golf is oversaturated with Zoomers, which is actually kind of based. Too many Ring ads today? Bro, my fucking Ring fell off. I can't find it. So I tried to buy a new one, and now all I get are Ring ads. The problem is they don't make a ring big enough. You know the fucking trouble that nobody's got. I need a special size. EBITDA these nuts. That's not very nice. That's crass, actually. What you're saying is crass. Turns out sports gambling was a gateway drug. Forgot, I want to mention this. People who get into sports gambling, it turns out don't stop there. It turns out once you get into sports gambling, you are like 10 times more likely to then do other forms of gambling. Blackjack, craps, roulette, whatever, including online blackjack and craps and roulette, which is, turns out, ruining people's financial lives. Turns out it's bad. Robinhood has sports betting now? Recession indicator. Recession indicator. Sports betting revenue was up 44.5% this year. Yet my DraftKings stock is only up. It's down. It's down 14%. How's that fair to me? DraftKings is my worst stock? You guys got to gamble more. You guys got to gamble more. I know somebody who bets on Chinese table tennis matches because they're fast. That's what you want with gambling. You want to be able to gamble fast so you can make more money quicker. The best thing with gambling is the quickest turnaround. Because you have an advantage. You are able to beat the odds. You're going to gamble in a lot of places at once. If you get stuck on one thing, you don't get to make as much money. That's how Warren Buffett does it. Yeah, DraftKings is adding online blackjack, roulette, and slot machines. And apparently there's a huge cross-selling. Like, you know how you see sports betting ads everywhere? But once you get into sports betting apps, now they're adding ads in there for real gambling. For like Vegas gambling. So you're just constantly being put down the chain till they've got all your fucking money. Right in their app, so convenient, thank you. And then this quote, like, well, fucking, and the sky's blue, dude. The more people gamble and the more culturally acceptable gambling becomes, the more possibility gambling addiction becomes a bigger issue. Wow! Fucking shocker! What team of scientists cooked that up? Who'd have thunk it? Yes! Oh, wow! We legalized gambling and encouraged it across the entire country, and we have more gambling addicts? I can't fucking believe it. I can't fucking believe it. The more you drink, the more alcoholics. Let's keep the gambling train going. I want the U.S. to beat Australia. Ooh, kind of tough to do that. I think Australia's got us mogged. Let's see. Australia gamblers lose an average. They're the biggest losers per capita. I can't find the exact dollar amount that they lose. Maybe they're just bad at it. Maybe they're just bad at it. I can't find losses per capita. Countries that gamble the most. Yeah, it's tough. I can't find. Oh, here it is. Countries with the largest gambling losses per adult. Oh, you have to pay for it. Oh my. How fucked is that? China has the most raw number of gambling addicts. Well, they have the most people, so that makes sense. That's funny. Ask ChatGPT. I don't know if I trust it if I can't find a stat. It's about 1,000 per capita annually. I saw that when I was Googling just now, but it's from 2017, so it feels very out of date. It feels very out of date. I think it's more than $1,000 per gambler per year, which is crazy. Which is crazy. Oh, I found it. Australians lose $1,555 per person a year. United States, $800 a person. Australians lose about double. And we're number 2 in USD. Yeah. That's crazy. Australians love to fucking gamble, bro. That means Australia is due. Wait, you're fucking right. That means they just need to fucking bet more. They're the guy with the pickaxe and the diamonds. They're right there, dude. Just power through, Australia. You're about to hit the fucking jackpot. Okay. I am now going to play some Age of Empires. Thank you for watching. Appreciate the news update. There's probably other stuff I could talk about, but I can also do it tomorrow. Oh, I really want to talk about fucking Jamie Dimon. Okay, quick update on Jamie Dimon. I just want to do that. Jamie Dimon, if you don't know, is the CEO of JP Morgan Chase, which is the world's largest bank and America's largest bank. Jamie Dimon often comments on the economy and business and yada, 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 and in fact said some kind of pro-Trump stuff around the election. However, he recently said that Trump's agenda is pushing U.S. allies toward China. This is in a Fortune magazine interview. And so I tweeted that Jamie Dimon went woke. I'm trying to find the exact quote. But, you know, growing unease under Trump's foreign policy. Again, I just think it's funny because he's obviously the CEO of a fucking bank. He said pro-Trump stuff in the past. He's not... he's not like... It's just obvious. It's just obvious that what we're doing is like isolating the country. It can isolate the U.S. under an America alone doctrine. Other countries are rethinking their investment alliances and considering alternatives such as China. The importance of maintaining strong economic and military partnerships. Yeah, so I just wanted to call this out because it's like a, you know, if, I don't know, if Bernie Sanders says it, then people will be like, well, that's just Bernie. Of course he's not going to lie with Trump. But I think like there's a broad spectrum of people realizing how isolating this fucking foreign policy is. This is not good. It's not, yeah, it's bad on both sides. So get help for Fent addiction. This is just fiber gummies. I'm getting Metamucil ads. I'm old. They got too much USD to move away from America. I think that's a limiting line of thinking because that makes it seem like it's all or nothing. But really what's happening is like, it's what you might call the marginal dollar. You know, it's that extra spend you might do. It's, you know, you sort of maintain your USD reserves, you maintain your investment or slightly decrease it, but then you start diversifying away. Your next project you do with China or you do with something, it's like you start hedging for U.S. exposure risk because of chaos. And that's what's happening. That is what's happening. That's what's happening for governments all over. And so I think, I mean, Canada talked about today. Canada said they're trying to diversify outside of the United States. So like they're not going to completely decouple, of course, but it's just insane to push away one of your closest allies. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching news. I'm going to play some Age of Empires now because I fucking love Age of Empires and I'm addicted lately. Playing some AoE. I will become a Viking lord. I am now all in on the Vikings, okay? I am the Viking. Think you'll try AoE 4 at some point? Probably not. No, I don't think so. AoE 5, maybe. I am the Bi King. It's Pride Month. So I am the Bi King Viking. Half bi. All right, give me some sound. Give me some sound. How do you, there's no, oh, settings. Options. Multiplayer. Ranked. Vikings. The Vikings have better attack against cavalry. They can make the Berserk unit, which looks cool as hell. They can make the longbow. Their infantry have more HP, and they get some economic techs. Seems good enough to me. Bum, 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 bum. Dum, dum, dum. I will say, so I've been watching a little bit more of this game. It's so hard, bro. There's so many things to do. And units die so fast, you really can't even look away. Why ban water map when you have a special water unit? I'm just different, I guess. I guess I'm just different. I got a match. We got a match, folks. On Mega Random. Okay, we're playing Mega Random. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous, dude. It's so much to think about. Longboats in the lake? I don't even know if I'm going to get a lake, bro. It's Mega Random. Could be snowy or fucking... Holds up Spork XD. I'm so random. Technology tree. Let's look at my tech tree. Okay, a lot of good Viking stuff. I just want to get elite berserks. Ethiopians? What the fuck is their special ability? Oh god. Oh, I'm so slow. Okay. Relax, relax, relax. Everybody relax, relax, relax. Relax, 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 relax. Go explore! Oh my god. Okay, just zoom it. Relax, relax. Fucking deep breath. Okay. Here, make these guys go away. Why am I starting with bonus villagers? I started with way too many villagers. And I have all these extra turkeys too. I need trees. I need trees. Alright, we'll go over here, I guess. It's kind of far. This is my closest trees? I'm using my turkeys to scout. Kind of pro strats. Why do I start with a market? This is so weird. I've never played a map like this. Why do I start with a market? Okay. Okay. I mean, that's so far, dude. Okay. Get back to food. We need a boar. We need a boar. We need a boar. Where's the boar? Where's the boar? You go to the boar? Okay, I'm going to do the boar thing right. I'm gonna do the boar thing right. The hardest part of the early game is making sure your villager doesn't die to the boar. You have to lure the boar over here, and you have to kill the boar, but if you kill it with your town center, it doesn't drop any food. So we'll bring it back here. Take these 5. Put them in there. Put them out. I did it! I did it! I did it! Not the most beautiful, but I did it. Oh, we need a house. We need a house. We need a house. Okay. Oh, build a house. Build a house. Build a house. Timberhakvandi. Okay, my guy's still exploring. We got the boar. Where's the second boar? Where's the second boar? I still need. I need berries. Berries. You go get berries. All right, get berries. You go to berries. It's not bad. Not a bad start. Not a bad start. If this guy rushes me, I'll kill myself. So, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. Don't rush me. Where's the other boar, motherfucker? Can you just get back here and help me move the things? Guys, I need you to kill turkeys. I need you to kill turkeys. Where's the other boar? Oh, I'm gonna crash out. There's another boar somewhere, and I can't find it. I can't fucking find it, dude. All right, get back here. Get back here. Oh, God. Just fucking... Where's the boar? There should be 2 boars. There should be 2 boars within range of the fucking start. And there's not. And I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. $500, $500. Come on, time it, time it. Yes! Look at that timing, bro. Okay. Now that's what you have to do. You have to fucking scare the goats to be closer to your... Look how much fucking complicated this is. Watch this. Boom. Get him. Get his ass. Get his ass. Get his ass. Get fucked. Get fucked. Okay. All right. Nicely played. Can we get some more wood, please? You guys go to wood. 3, 6, 7. 7 on wood. 7 on wood. Can you scare more goats? Can you scare more goats? God, I'm fucking sweating already. Hey, no, no idols. Can I buy wood? Oh God, go. Okay. I need more wood, and I need it fucking yesteryear. You guys go on here? You guys go on here? You go here? Okay. I have to fucking build a wall. Call me Donald J. Trump, because I think we should build a wall. You attack this thing? There it is. Okay. And you get on this thing, and okay, and then you go exploring. Go exploring. Ah, fuck me. Okay. House. House. House MD. So we're exploring. I never found the other fucking boar. Doesn't matter. Most important thing now is probably getting on the lake and getting some fishing boats. Or just... What am I doing? Let's get the horse collar. I need to get to Castle Age. How do I get Castle Age? I do this. Am I being attacked, though? That's the question. Am I being attacked? Okay. I don't have a wall or anything. I should just wall. I should wall, right? It's stupid of me not to wall. Yeah. Cut this whole side off, please. Okay. This is good. Deep breath. We're focused. We're my economy's looking fine. It's looking good. It's looking good. Get double bit axe. Okay, what do I need? I need 2 feudal age buildings, and I need food and gold. How do I get that? Simple. He just turned feudal. He just turned feudal age. Come on, I gotta be ahead. Bro. I gotta be ahead. I have to be ahead of this chump. This chum bucket. Am I housed again? Of course I am. Of course I am. Okay, get loom. Get loom. Smart. When you're housed, get loom. Think about that. Okay. I need to scout him. I need to know what he's doing. Okay. All right. I have the food. I have the food. I just need the wood. Or I need the blacksmith. And I need the barracks. Right? Oh, I have too much food because I'm stupid. I didn't balance my economy. Oh, fuck. I'm not getting fast enough. Okay, you guys go over here. And you get me another this. And you get me this. It's fine. I'm stressed. Okay, we got this. And we're almost at 200 gold. Yeah. Go. Castle. Okay. Okay, now. We want 6 villagers on gold. And we want a lot of farms. And I want another house. And I want more houses. Okay, this is working. He's trapped in a prison of my own design. What is he doing? He's got a bunch of crap all about his base. He's trapped. Go kill him. Watch this. I'm gonna do some shit. I'm gonna do some crazy shit. Watch this. I trapped his ass! No, I didn't. Fuck me. I'm stupid. I thought I did, though. It would have been fucking cool. Fuck me, dude. Wait. Hold. Block him. Yeah! Yeah, bitch! You're dealing with a pro gamer. Make 1 spearman. Okay. Hold. We need to make knights. Okay, the second you get castle, we're gonna add 2 town centers. I need wood. I'm gonna buy it. Sell. Okay. Boom. Add that. And then I need more wood. Dude. Make 3 knights, and we're gonna harass them with knights. Yes! I'm playing out of my mind. I'm playing out of my mind, dude. I'm playing out of my mind. Okay. I need wood. More wood so I can get a 3rd town center. Keep the night production up. Keep constant night production up. Okay, nights on 3. This on 1. 1, 3, 1, 3. You go here. And this is on 2. 1, 2. And the 2 is going to go here. 3, 3. Boom. Okay. I'm cooking. We need more villagers. Harass. Harass. Don't let him get gold. Yeah! Oh, I'm on his ass! Dude. We got knights. He's terrified. We got knights in the base, bro. Dead villagers abound. Make more? Get more farms. 3 guys, 3 farms. Go here. We need another one of these. He's cooking. Keep attacking. Keep harassing. What are you gonna do about these knights, motherfucker? How are you gonna get the castle? I'm killing your villagers. Okay, keep going here. He doesn't have anybody on gold. What are we looking for? We're looking for wood. We're looking for. Keep making knights. You don't want the berries? Where's he getting? What do I need? What do I need more of? What do I need more of? I need gold. More guys on gold. I need more houses. Uh-huh. Yeah, dude. Where are you going? Where are you going? He's getting harassed from every angle. Okay, upgrade the knights. Oh, there's a castle in my base. There's castles in my base. I knew there was a problem. I knew it was too good to be true. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's actually fine. It's fine. We need a castle of our own. Okay, he's got pikemen now. Okay. We have harassed. Okay, we have to get out. We have to get out. We have to get out. He's got Shoto warriors in my base. This is looking more like a loss now. What are they bad against? Shoto warriors. What is this thing? Weak versus archery units. Okay, that's fine. Archer. I just have to get enough. I need to get a fucking. It's fine. Archer. No, Cav Archer. Please finish. Come on. We're fine. Get back there. Harass. Dude. I need gold. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, perfect. Hold. I need to get fletching. Where's the blacksmith? I need fletching! 50 gold! Berserkers. Get back to this. Can we have a castle? Let's get a wall here. Come on. Everybody, get to fucking work! Get to work, you lazy fucking villagers! Okay, I need trebs. I can't make trebs? Why can't I make trebs? Why can't I make trebs? I'm fucking his ass up. More of these. Imperial for trebs? Okay. We can get Imperial. Okay. Okay. Where am I gonna get? I need a monastery for this relic. And then go over here. Can you lock him in? Okay, we're holding. We're holding. Get back to work! Get back to work! Okay, I need to start harassing. I'm letting him off the hook. I'm letting him off the hook. I have to get Imperial or I have to fucking start harassing. I have the money. I have the money. I have the money. I have the money. Okay. Go Imperial. Go Imperial. Go Imperial. Is he Imperial? No, we're good. Okay. We need a second castle. All right, back up. You guys need to go here, and you have to mine. What? Go. Fuck me, dude. Come on. Come on. Oh, God in heaven. Okay. No! No! I double-clicked my fucking villagers! No! Oh, I fucking double-clicked my villagers! Oh, dude. That's so bad. Dude, that is so bad. Oh, man, I really fucked it on that one. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Is there, like... Can I run here and then run here? Yeah, go do that. Okay. Trebs, dude. And then I need to upgrade, I need to upgrade this. I need 1,000 food. Dude, I'm fucking freaking out. Can you guys get to fucking work? Is that so much to ask? How can I afford this? I need just food. I need food. Sell. Buy. Upgrade. Come on, 475 gold? Come on! Upgrade. Oh, I lost my town center. Of course I did. Of course I fucking did. Woodworkers, woodworkers, woodworkers. Where's the wood? Where's the wood? Nice castle, idiot. Nice castle, idiot. Oh, no, get back, get back, get back. Everybody get back. Oh, he built the castle. Fuck me, he finished it. He finished the castle. Dude, I have so many idols. Just, we need gold. We need here. We need this. Dude, half these farms have to be idle, right? Go, 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 go! Any more houses? Ah, I'm lagging! Build more houses. Oh my god, I'm lagging so hard. Stop lagging! Is he lag switching me? He's lag switching me! He's lag switching me! What the fuck is happening? Dude, what is happening for real? Stupid. Game. Ah, I'm gonna fucking crash out. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out so hard. Dude, this is so... I'm so mad. God damn, dude. Let me fucking play the game.
Win. Úrsasmítar. 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 Úrsasmítar.
Let me fucking play the game.
Ja. Altilag.
We need this. We need stone.
Úrsasmítar. Ja, rätt. Úrsasmítar. 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 Úrsasmítar.
Ja, Ruin. Ja. Radida.
I think we got his ass. I think we got his ass, bro.
Ja. Vodur.
These guys go on the town center. I mean, our shit tough. Our shit strong. He's got a navy, but like, who gives it? We'll get a fucking navy too if we need it. Attack, 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 attack. Just fucking swarm his ass with Vikings! Viking! You guys kill the fucking pikemen. Kill the pikemen. It's the swarm! It's the swarm! Deal with that, bitch. Oh, he's running to the castles. He's running to the castles. Don't let him run to the castles. More Vikings, more Vikings, more Vikings. Go, 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 go. Swarm. Swarm. Endless. Make some fire ships. Make some fire ships. I can't make them? Longboats. Longboats! Unique longboats! We'll take out all his fucking boats. How do I keep running out of food? I have 600,000 farms. I have so many farms, it's crazy. Yeah, got his ass. This guy's got to be dead, right? Why is he still in the game? Yes! Yes, baby! Yes! Dude, that lag almost fucking ruined me. Who will carry the boats? We will. Who? Read chat, he was flaming? Oh, really? How do I read chat? He was flaming? Lucky Civ matchup, cringe, Civ picker, disgusting. But I didn't even build a boat. I'm the Vikings. I didn't build one fucking boat till the end. You piece of shit. Damn. That's good old RTS, dude. What a fucking game, bro. He had double dock eco. He got all the fish in this lake and all the fish in this lake. Holy shit. Damn, dude. I elite berserked his ass. Just Vikinged his fucking portside city. Pillaged. Dude, the sneaky fucking castle. What a... I want to watch the replay. I want to see stats first. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, in fucking deed, bro. Let me see that. Let me see that replay. Load game? Replays. Fog of War off. So my start was terrible, bro. I was so slow. I didn't even move this villager. Because I thought I had 3 villagers to start with, but I had 5, so I was so fucking confused. 5 villagers plus a market? What am I playing? Fucking a different game? Then I did the boar pretty well. But I should have gone to this wood line. I went all the way over here for wood. Just speed it up. Let's just see. I went all the way over here for wood. Actually, ended up paying off, though. Having all my wood over here actually helped a lot, so that when I needed a place to run when he was attacking me right here. All right, so he went straight dock. Oh, no wonder he was, like, late to feudal. He was just booming. He just thought no one would rush him, so he went fucking double dock gambit. Oh, no fucking wonder. Wow, I'm shocked I won. He's a docker. Why didn't you want a water? I didn't even think about it. I was so focused on my build order to get to Castle Age, bro. That's all I cared about. I wasn't even thinking about fucking... There's a lot of fish. I mean, he got all his fish. Each fish is what? 500 or something like that? 225. I also caught his fucking scout. That was badass. And then he hit a bunch of villagers over here. Sneaky What? Dude. Wait, he's actually such a bitch. He's actually such a little diva, dude. It wasn't even out of sight. He just fucking cheesed in a fucking castle. Thank God I fucking was harassing him with the knights. So right now, when the knight is harassing, what did he have? He had 47 villagers. I had 46. I was down a vill. Does that count ships, though? Does that count boats? It must. No, he had 32. I'm sorry. He had 32. I had 40. Okay, I had A+. That's his pop. Okay. but he had boats. You were so focused on the harass you didn't notice? Yeah, I was way too focused on this harass. But the harass was successful. I mean, he was definitely harassed. Okay. But he already got castle, so it didn't stop him. Dude, this is so cheesy. This fucking castle's so cheese, bro. So cheese. And then he walled it up with houses so I couldn't get to it. And then what does he build? Another castle? Shottle Warrior. Dude, why does he say bad Civ matchup? My unique unit is infantry. His unique unit kills infantry. It should be a great matchup for him. I just built fucking cav archers, with Vikings aren't even good at. He just built a bunch of units and did nothing with them. Yeah, well, he can. I don't know if he could do much right here. He harassed the houses. But these things died at the town center pretty quick. Maybe worth it for him, though, right now, just to go in and stop me from mining. They are mega glass cannons. Yeah. This looked pretty bad for me right here, though. I'm down 300 score. He's got a castle in my base. He's got an army. I've got nothing. My harass is over. This is a comeback. Dude, I'm getting the art of the comeback. He wasted a bunch of military being harassed for shit. Dude, also, my villagers were just idle too much. Too many idle villagers. I need to plan my base better so I have room for farms. Why do I have 3 fucking archer ranges in the center of the... This was good. This wall. To make him go into the... I should have stopped this. I could have stopped this from going up. I could have stopped it from going up, but I didn't. And then once I got this, it was all gravy. He's building a monastery? To what? To keep the fucking relic? And then what? Did I kill a bunch of villagers down here? I stopped his houses. Yeah, I mean, his eco kind of sucked. Wait, look at this. At this point in the game, he's got 58 vills. I got 102. Dude, these guys just don't play like the Chinese, dude. That's the Chinese player in me. Get a bunch of villagers. Eco, boost, boom. All right, well, that's cool. Poor. Fun-ass game. Is that it for me today? I guess probably. Atrioc going full Belichick? Dude, every RTS player got to watch you replays, especially for your wins. That's just fucking... That's day one RTS rules. You win a game, you watch the replay. Oh, I'll eat with you. No, I'm going to end. I'll eat with you. Thank you for the dinner. Chat, thanks for watching. Fun stream today. Appreciate you watching. And I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do an X-Files. Scout's Honor. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Good luck. Godspeed. And see you tomorrow.